What's up, internet? We are here live once again for the Big Brother 27 live eviction, the third one of the season. Will it be Adrian? Will it be Kelley? Will it be Will who gets evicted tonight? People coming on in, hitting that follow button over on Twitch. We're not even live over there, but thank you so much for doing that. One of those three will be evicted. They will compete in the Blockbuster. Two of them will then go on to face the vote from the house guest, and one of them will be going home. How are you guys all doing? We've got a poll up already. We have a poll up already. Get your votes in on who you think will be evicted. Will it be Adrian? Will it be Kelley? Will it be Will? We're going to do some more polls throughout the night as well on who you think's going to win Blockbuster, who you think's going to win the vote after Blockbuster. We got a lot going on. Plus, what kind of comp are they about to do today? I'm not sure on what this HOH comp could be. Usually they kind of tease an endurance, but they haven't had the backyard for a long time. They got to sleep in a little bit today. Who knows on what it's going to be, but I'm excited to see how this all plays out. Let's say what's up to everybody up in the chat, though. PT, Norma, Caden, Cara, Brianna. Girls, what's up, girls? Tommy, we got Fall, Vita, Sam. Who else is all up in here? TC, how you doing? Who else? We got Mama K. Mama K, what's going on? Gavin's up in here. Shelby. Who else? We got Robin Hood. Sheila's up in here. Who else do we got? Butterflies, Lucinda, Lady Jane. What's up, Lady Jane? Yeah, hit that like button. Listen, if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like that video, hit that like button. If you're having a good time on this stream, smash that like button down there. It really helps the YouTube algorithm know that what we're doing here is a good time. Hit that notification bell. You never miss a video, never miss a stream. We do daily live feed updates all season long. First thing in the morning, keeping you up to date with everything that's happening in the Big Brother 27 house. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Latina, Hyper, how you guys doing? Janine. Who else we got? Jessica, Mikey the Mystic, Place It Here, Indy, Susan, Stay Golden. What's up, Stay Golden? Amanda, Vanessa, so many of you lovely Oreos up in here. How you guys doing? Worst case scenario, TV wise, would be a Kelley Will vote. If it was Kelley versus Will, yeah, that's probably the least climactic of all of them. We had some movement, last night that I covered in the live feed update this morning on the vote. It was looking like we were handed to some interesting things here where people were going to draw the line. There was a lot of talk about trying to get Jimmy to flip on over, trying to get Ava to flip on over, neither of which seemed successful. So if we're going to have some kind of thing happen here, it would have to be with Zach and Vince pretty much just declaring war on the other side of the house. And it's one of those things where it's like, listen, I get it, right? It's probably not the smartest move. It's probably not the smartest move to actually do that. You are giving the other house kind of numbers, but they do feel like, hey, Morgan is really sliding away from Mickey. She's really kind of in there with Zach and Vince. They're really kind of able to kind of, pull her to the side. Yeah, she's still game-wise on like a different page than them, but she trusts them, so they feel like they can bring her on over. And again, like there's a split happening with Mickey and Morgan, and Zach and Vince have felt this. Morgan's really pushing it. We've heard Mickey even trashing Morgan. So like there's a split that's brewing between those two. If they would have stuck together, man, they would have been the opposite of the Zach and Vince, right? Like Zach and Vince are like this. Mickey and Morgan were like this. Now they're more like this, right? Or really, they're on the same hand, right? They went like this. They were really close. Now they're like this. It's not too long from now. They're gonna end up like this. If Mickey and Morgan aren't careful, they're gonna end up so far apart from each other. So it's really kind of interesting how this is all playing out. We could even take a look here. We did our allegiance chart for the week. And it's because that other side is so split. Like they're more they're more together than the other side, right? Like Catherine, Riley, Keanu, Kelley and Adrian over there. One of them's going to be leaving. But like that side's not really like defined, right? They're very scattered numbers. So if Vince and Zach and Lauren are going to jump on over and get that together, you really kind of got to get that together, but they don't have an interest in doing that, right? Like they're just like, yeah, you know what? We'll let it be kind of how it is. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's much more organized, but there's lots of cracks, right? Like Mickey and Morgan don't trust Jimmy. Jimmy originally didn't trust Rachel, but now it seems like he trusts Rachel more than Rachel actually trusts Jimmy. Mickey and Morgan have their beef with each other. Will's kind of sliding on in there more with Mickey and Ashley as well. Ava and Will have such a good bond, but Ava's also getting in good with Vince and Zach. So it's a thing. Ava's also getting in with Rachel. So there's lots of connected tissues. There's just lots going on. One of the things I also kind of noticed, right? In a weird little way there, if you look at that top upper left-hand corner, basically what you have there is the heavy hitters, plus a bunch of what should be their extensions, right? In a perfect world where the heavy hitters were actually loyal to each other, their like extensions to the alliance would be people like Will, Ava, Lauren, Ashley. But since they don't actually work well together and they all hate each other, we've been over this, right? Where heavy hitters, the 2.0, I should say, because Riley's out of it. You got Mickey, Morgan, Rachel, Jimmy, Zach, and Vince. And with that, you end up with Mickey and Morgan, who kind of have a little bit of a distrust with each other. You got Mickey, who doesn't trust Zach. Vince, who doesn't really trust Rachel, and Rachel, who doesn't really trust Vince. Nobody really trusts Jimmy. A lot of people trust Morgan, but like, there's still doubts. It's just a wild group of people. They're like level 6 a little bit, right? A little bit. And it's interesting how this is all kind of playing out. I think I'm most excited on someone new getting in that HOH room. Lauren, man. Oh boy. Lauren's HOH. Listen, game-wise, it could have been worse, I guess, right? It really could have been worse for her game. I don't think this is really going to be like one of those like make or break HOHs where her game is trashed, right? I think she could be able to survive this, right? Come out of it just fine. Same thing kind of with like Jimmy and Vince, where it's like the HOH was just so bad, but like just because of the way the house dynamics are right now, like I think there's still room for them to kind of come together and be fine here. But man, it is something else. We're also live. Let me give you guys a sync up. I'm even muted.
Eviction, which means tonight, a pawn must go home. Welcome to live eviction night on Big Brother.
All right, we are live. I will give you guys more as we go along. I will definitely try and show you as much as I can. Julie dressed like up for St. Patty's Day. Are we doing a bar crawl? What are we doing? We getting that green beer? Does Zach have a crush on Ashley? I heard he was flirting, but did not see it. So Jan K, I've heard people describe it that way too, and I don't know what they're talking about. It's the opposite. Ashley has a crush on Zach, right? Like Zach's just kind of a little bit like, here's the thing. I think Zach's also the kind of guy where like people take his like just like friendly conversations as flirting. Like a lot of girls run into this, right? Where like guys don't understand, like they're just being nice and they think they're flirting, right? I think Zach gets that from a lot of people, where Zach is just talking to you, being a nice guy, but then they're like, oh, he's pretty, like he's handsome, you know? And they get kind of like wrapped up into it. And Ashley's right up into it. And Ashley says like, she just does it for fun. She's like, oh, I just flirt for fun. Zach is friends with Ashley, but is telling everyone she wants to kiss him. Well, that's the thing. Zach hates Ashley. Like Zach's annoyed by Ashley. Zach was having a conversation with Ashley the other day about the vote, and like Morgan popped her head in, and he was like, He was like, help. Honestly, like Tommy, like that's the thing, right? Like it's kind of closer to that. It's just like everybody's obsessed with Zach. The butterflies car, exactly. And here's it's working great for him. It's working great for Zach. He's in such a good spot because, like, yeah, he's got the 10K, and Mickey's trying to target him, but like nobody's really interested. Nobody other than Mickey is interested. So what Mickey's going to probably end up doing here, she's going to try and use her takeover to put up Zach, but guess what? It's not going to work. It's not going to work either way. She'll waste her power because they guess it, or Zach just takes himself off. He is so annoyed by Ashley. That's what I'm saying, Vanessa. So I don't know. I don't know who's out there telling you guys that it's Zach has a crush on Ashley. I don't know who's telling you it, but whoever it is, you let him know or he disagrees. All right, we got the intro coming on here. Oh, I didn't see a thing for it, but Caden coming on in with the $1.50 super chat. Thank you so much, Caden. Cadence, I appreciate it. Oh, it usually lets me give a little thing. It usually lets me give a little thing, but I can't give a little thing. But thank you so much, Cadence. I appreciate it. Kelley's going home tonight if Adrian wins the Blockbuster. I vote to evict Jessica! Jessica, relax! You don't need to do that. I wonder if she gets to keep immunity if she uses it. Good question. I also vote for Ava for America's... Ava's really popular right now. I think Ava's the front runner. Here, I'll give you guys another little sync up here as Julie's coming back to us. Give it a second.
I'm Julie Chen Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother. It's day 24 inside the Big Brother house, and what began as another attempt to rid the house of its biggest target, Keanu, ended with just pawns left on the block after.
Yeah, really, it's a weird way it all went. It's a weird way it all went. Is that Vanessa coming in with a $5 super chat? I don't see a thing for it either, but thank you so much, Vanessa. Why is that not working now? Let me see. Refresh that. My alerts might be broken. We're getting the recap after the veto. It's all for your hard work. Oh, Vanessa, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Kelley has that that this is why you don't volunteer to go on the block realization look. Like it's hitting her. It's hitting her. Yes, tomorrow we will be live. If you guys don't know, we do daily live feed updates every day, every first thing in the morning. But on Fridays, we do it a little bit differently. You still get that like condensed update, like the first, you know, however many minutes. It's usually like something between 15 to 30. The last few. Have you guys noticed the last few updates? There's always a point in the season where I'm doing like 30, almost 45-minute updates because there's just so much that happened. The first like part of the stream is always that condensed update, so you get all that info without having to hang around for hours if you don't want to. But then afterwards we jump into the chat, and it's always a lot of fun that we get to kind of chat about what's going on. So it'll be a lot of fun tomorrow. Yes, with the HOH update, we always do the big HOH update on our Friday mornings. It's always a lot of fun, and I'm still interested to see what the comp's gonna be. What's this comp gonna be? I don't think it's wall. I don't think it's pressure cooker, because usually they promote something like that. Like something like that happens, and they're like, "Yo, you guys are gonna want to watch the feeds tonight." So people can go get like some energy drinks and some snacks. I already got an energy drink. I'm still nursing mine. Don't know what better for in long. I realized last night too, everyone's got the crushes on Zach, right? But at the end of the day, Zach and Lauren deserve each other. The two of them, the two of them are just as scared and indecisive. They're perfect. See, and like that's a problem there where Lauren describes exactly kind of the situation, how there's the sides of the house and how they work and where all the numbers are. And instead of actually being like, yeah, I shouldn't put Adrian up, she puts Adrian up. And now you're stuck where you're probably going to lose a number from that side of the house. And again, like I don't think it's going to be like a make or break thing, because this season and even the past few seasons, the sides of the house have been very what's the word? Fluid, right? There's a lot of movement that goes on, and there's a lot of cracks, and things aren't kind of like solidified. So I think it's okay to not like have a perfect HOH right now, or even take out somebody on like the wrong side. I don't think it's going to really be a make or break at the moment, but it could. It always could. And just the way they set it up wasn't good, because you could make this move without it appearing like you're taking shots. You could still do that. You just got to lie well enough. You just got to put in the effort. So yeah, more Morgan and Mickey talking about Jimmy. He's playing all sides. Ain't it something that like usually my little rundowns always match up with what they're showing at? Like, I know what they're gonna show. But then they usually show like more crappy stuff too. they'll show the filler and all that stuff where it's like, you're just too bussing at your job, or super bussing. Oh. What? Vince, that was wild. Morgan goes to sit down next to Vince, and Vince is like, I thought you were gonna straddle me. Oh. Right, these people, Kara, these people, man. Vince would love it. Too many thruples. See, that's the thing. Like, there's so many people. Like, so a lot of people think that Vince might have, or Lauren might have a thing for Vince, and that Vince might have a thing for Morgan. Vince, as far as I know, though, he has a girlfriend outside. Yeah, he has a girlfriend of 7 years. And like, listen, we've seen that situation before as well. right? We've seen things fall apart, but 7 years is a long time. Like that's a long time that people have been together. Looks like we're going to our first commercial here, though. Yeah, we're headed to our first commercial break. Mika, everyone's playing scared 100%, and here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Like again, like I can admit when I'm wrong, but I also have to point out, like, hey, this is also what I was talking about, right? So one of the things with the Blockbuster, right, and this was always my big point about it. I feel like in the end, what the Blockbuster does is it makes players more scared to play the game than anything else. They're scared to talk about the vote. They're scared to make big moves. They're just scared. Like, do we not want to see big players going up on the block? Do we want to see these big targets that should go early, right? If we're being honest, like, usually if you're the first boot, the second boot, third boot, there's usually probably a reason, right? People don't trust you for whatever reason. They see you as a threat, you know, whatever. Do we really want these big targets that probably aren't that good at the game getting pushed further out of fear? Do we really want things to be slowed down just for Thursday to be more exciting for not knowing who's going home? Like, we know who's going home. We all know who's going home tonight if the scenario works out. Like, I don't know. I think I see it differently than a lot of people. And I know there's a lot of people that really love the Blockbuster. I think maybe potentially last season just kind of made us like it too much because of how it was like who was winning it. I said before, like, I think Tucker winning the Blockbuster all the time was the reason why people like the Blockbuster. See, now, Jimbo, I don't disagree with, like, yeah, keep the chaotic players, but that's not usually what really happens, right? Because here's the thing. Usually what happens is we just get those chaotic players not even on the block unless they volunteer. Like, Kelley keeps volunteering, but, like, she probably would have ended up on the block yet anyway, because she's just a bad player. But, like, what we end up seeing is, like, oh, nobody wants to take a shot at Rachel because there's a chance that she won't even be evicted, right? Nobody wants to take the shots at the other side, right? Like putting up a Zach or a Vince right now because they might stay anyway. Nobody wants to put up a Jimmy even. So it's like, yes, we are in commercial right now, but we're back. We actually just came back.
Welcome back to Big Brother. 3 weeks in, allies are starting to turn on one another, and the fate of tonight's nominees could hang.
Could hang in the balance. The vote was who will be evicted tonight now. Who do you want evicted tonight?
So we have no bread. Too much protein. We get more bread. Like loaves and loaves of bread.
What are we getting? Food complaints?
Perfect bread.
We're getting a weather report? Why?
For a bread.
Like, why do we need the whole bread loaf thing? Like, what is... It's his emotional support loaf. A body pillow? That smells like bread? Adrian, I'm not gonna lie, that's a little weird, buddy. That's a little weird. There's worse things I guess you could have on a body pillow. I've seen weirder. Don't get me wrong. I've seen weird things on body pillows. But just a little. Hashtag Team Loaf.
Interesting.
Just because of the bread, I now want Adrian gone. Sleep with your bread at home. All right, let's end our poll here. 63%, I think. 62% say Kelley, 23% say Adrian, 14% say will be evicted tonight. We're gonna start setting up our next poll. Oops.
Adrian, that we
New poll up. Who will win the Blockbuster comp? Oh, and I kind of missed it there, but we've been covering this with Adrian telling what Mickey said to him. Yes, about Morgan, Zach, and Vince being a trio, and it's a whole thing. Ronald coming on in, hitting that subscribe button. Guess what, Ronald? You might not know this, but when you hit that sub button, me and you, we now have a secret alliance. Shh. Ronald, don't tell anybody. Me and you, buddy, we're going to the final two. If you hear anything in chat about anybody else, don't listen to him, Ronald. Don't listen. Dude, there's this girl, Jessica. Don't listen to Jessica. Jessica doesn't know what she's talking about. She doesn't know what she's talking about. But Ronald, me and you, we're going to the final two. Thank you so much for hitting that sub button. Jessica, what are you doing? Jessica, chill. Chill, Jessica. Chill. Jamie, yo, from South Philly. Let's go, Jamie. Yo, if Adrian leaves tonight, or if he wins Blockbuster tonight, do we break out a little? Do we give Adrian a little? Do we do it? Do we give him that? Do we give him that encouragement? And then maybe if he really does well, and if he really does well, we can hit him with the celebration. We could hit him with the celebration. Oh God, they're trying to get Rachel in her dress. They're like, deep breath in. Who's your favorite final two? I'm really liking how Zach and Vince are running things right now. Like they're on the Vince, but they're not on the Zach. And like it's just a fun duo. Like it's that classic duo, kind of like a Derek Cody, Will Boogie. You know what I mean? Like it's a kind of a fun duo. But honestly, like I was really hoping I wanted to root for Lauren and Vince to be like a real final two, but my God, Lauren lost me. Lauren lost me this last week. Was that truly how that happened or edited? Which part, Shelby? If you mean with Mickey telling Adrian and then Adrian telling the others about Morgan, Vince, and Zach, kinda, right? Like they always edit it a little bit differently and out of order. Like it's more of a game of telephone. But Adrian did let Zach know that Mickey is looking at those three as a final three. Like, and a lot of people are looking at them as a final three. Right into our next commercial break. But they're showing off the Blockbuster comp will be coming up. We did see a little preview of this on Instagram. So how the competition is going to work there. Did you see how it was set up? There's two different rooms. And or actually two like almost identical rooms. And what they have to do is they get 2 minutes to run on in, look at each of the rooms, and figure out how many differences there are in the room. They then have to go back to their podium and lock in a number. I'm assuming it's then going to be closest to the answer wins without going over. I'm assuming that's how it's going to be. Meanwhile, we are in our commercial break. We got a couple of things come on in. We had Michelle's phone coming on in. So is it Alice's or is it Michelle's phone? I think Alice stole Michelle's phone. Listen, Alice, you got to give Michelle her phone back. And we also have a secret alliance. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Shh, don't listen to anybody. If anybody tries to tell you that we have a secret alliance, don't tell them. Don't tell them. But give Michelle her phone back. Okay? I want to work with you, Alice, but you have to give Michelle her phone back. We have to make sure that's straightened out. But also we have a final two. Don't tell anybody. We're going to the end. We also had Tommy coming on in with a sub. Or actually, Tommy coming on in. Whoa, Tommy coming on in, joining the Oreos. Tommy becoming a member of the Oreos. Thank you so much. And then what else do we have? Shelby coming in with the $2 super chat. Oh, that was the about was it edited? So yeah, Shelby, if you meant the Mickey, Adrian telling about Zach, Morgan, and Vince, yes. If it was something else, I'm not 100% sure. We had Zambro coming on in over on Twitch, giving a nice follow. I appreciate it. By the way, guys, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you're liking this stream, if you're having a good time during this watch party, smash that like button. It's the easiest way to support the channel. If you hit that like button, you don't know how much it actually helps. Lets the YouTube algorithm know that what we're doing here is a good time. We're having a good time here. Also, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. We do daily live feed updates all season long. First thing in the morning, so you'll always be up to date with everything happening in the Big Brother house. Also, check out other links. We got a sponsor down there, but there's things like Twitter and Discord. Great place to chat about what's going on. There's also the Ori Fund, stuff like that. But again, hitting that like button's the easiest. We're back.
Welcome back to Big Brother. Kelley has volunteered to go up on the block each week and has saved herself each week.
I'll try and show you guys as much of this comp as I can. We'll have little peeks in there. All right, Kelley, Adrian, Will. Let's end our poll here. Who do we think's winning? 62% of you think Adrian's gonna win. 25% say Kelley. 11% say Will. This is one where I don't think anybody has a particular advantage over anybody else. I think they're all evenly matched. I feel like Will's a smart guy, so he probably could be able to hold up with Kelley and Adrian in this. Here's the idea. It's nearly identical rooms with several little differences that they have to find. Yeah. Closest without going over. Or let's pray and manifest a Kelley eviction and Ori back. Wow. Ori back door. Hold on. Hold on. All right, we're about to get started here with the comp. All right, they're off. Oh, a minute 30. It's not even 2 minutes. I thought it was 2 minutes. They must be running. They must be running slow. The only one I see is Will. Where's? Oh, Adrian. Adrian's not even going in. He's like staying by the door. All right, they're just going back and forth trying to find the differences. I'm trying to find differences myself. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot. There's actually a lot of differences. Kelley locks in 7. Adrian locked in 6. Oh, man, if we're playing Price is Right, that's not good. 16 for Will. That might be too much. I was going to say 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8? Eight. Kelley. Oh, man. You Will doubled it. Will doubled it. That's crazy. And Adrian Price is Right himself. He did the 6 when Kelley did the 7, so he could only be right if it was exactly 6. Oh, they're hugging Adrian. They know. They know what's up. He knows what's up. That's a shame. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for the guy. He's heartbroken, yeah. Crazy. Let's keep Adrian and vote out Ori. Whoa! I don't think I could watch this. Send him home. Will got it right. He just multiplied it by 2. This is all on Lauren, one of the worst HOH, and Jimmy was last week. She is not Tucker. I mean, look, she's kind of saying differently. Rip Adrian. Adrian! But that was actually said in like celebration. Adrian! But like, we also could say it in despair, I guess. I think Will was confused. Will, where did you get 16? So here's the thing. I think what Will did was he decided to like almost like a strap, like escalate or estimate it. And that's kind of what I did there a little bit. Like why I just threw out 10 as just a number. Cause like, I'm not in there. I can't see the whole room perfectly. But I knew there was at least 6 or 7, So it was like, there's gotta be at least like 3 that I'm missing. Right. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna go 10. Like that would be my number if I was in there, and like, or if I was in there, I probably would have made it count a little bit better. But I'm just like off like right here. It's like I don't know. There's at least 6 or 7, right? At least there's that painting. There was the lamp, even the pillowcase. I saw the harp and everything. I was like, all right, there's a bunch of them here. So I was like, I would go with about 10. So I think what happened was Will's probably saw about like 6 or 7, and he was like, I've got to be missing half of them. So he's like, I'll put 16. Instead of being like, oh, maybe 1 or 2, I'll put 16. 3 strong players need to have their arses on the block. Where did Will get 16? Wait, is it it's more likely to go going to be Will staying? Yeah, it's most likely going to be Will staying. So last night Vince and Zach were pretty much trying to figure out like a way that they could get it to work without having to be like the ones to actually split the vote. Because if they wanted, they could cause a tie. They could cause a tie, Lauren would break the tie, and then Will would go. But they didn't want to like burn bridges with people like Ava, who's for sure voting for Will. They wanted to have her on board. They thought maybe there was a way they could get Jimmy if they exploited the cat relationship. But that was them just being like, well, Catherine says she has a good relationship with Jimmy, so maybe we can exploit this. But he doesn't really have a good it was a bad read on their part to think that there was a thing they could exploit, where Jimmy was very much being like, no, we're going to vote to keep Will. Like, that's what we're doing. So late last night, Vince and Zach both kind of agreed, like, yeah, if we don't have them on board, like, we'll do another little chat we'll talk to them before tomorrow. But for the most part, we're just gonna. It's probably easier just to vote Will out instead of exposing our game, because there are pros and cons to that, right? Like on one hand, you're taking out a number for the other side, but you are also drawing a line in the sand. And if you can't actually pull people like Morgan and Ava over to you after that, what's the point? So it's a thing. Who we got coming on in there? Cheryl, hitting that subscribe button. Guess what, Cheryl? You didn't know this. Me and you, we now have a secret alliance. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. And listen, if you hear anything in the chat, you might hear something about Jessica might be saying something. Don't listen to Jessica. Don't listen to Jessica. Me and you, Cheryl, we're going to the final two. We're going to the end. And don't listen to anything else about any other final twos. I don't have any other final twos. Just me and you. Thank you so much. Jessica, stop. Chill, Jessica. Kelley won. Kelley did win the Blockbuster. Oh, I should update my board too. I should update my board. There we go. Kelley takes herself off the block. Let's also get our poll up. It's probably pretty simple. Who will be evicted? Oops. Adrian will get that poll in. Get your votes in. Adrian will. Who will be evicted? Super Christian V World with the $5 super chat. We're also back. Let me give you a sync up first.
Welcome back to Big Brother. Let's head to the house and reveal the winner of the BB Blockbuster competition.
Also, take note, I didn't notice it before. They are not in athletic gear, so it will not be the wall. I would assume it also would not be something like pressure cooker or anything like that. They have done things where they make them change before the comp starts. They have done that before as well. What did Super Christian say? Let's see. There's a 90s Japanese anime called Demon Hero Watoro. In French, it's called Adrian, Savior of the World. That Adrian, ain't it, Chief? Everybody giving Kelley a clap, but they all know what this means. They got a few minutes here to discuss, but I don't think there's much to discuss. Seems like it's all academic at this point. We're Philly strong. Hey, oh yeah. Go Birds. Go Birds. Let's go, Rose. Let's go, Rose. Things are good right now in the NFC East, right? Training camp starting. We have the Hall of Fame game, coming, and the season's really getting in the gear. Jalen is talking in fortune cookies again, which is always fun. Meanwhile, the rest of the NFC East, not so fun. Not so fun in the rest of the. Oh, Adrian trying to get Keanu here. He's like, why are you questioning me? Adrian like begging him. Oh, I do see. Look in the corner there, Zach, Vince, and Lauren. Zach, Vince, and Lauren. We're talking to. That looked like a last minute. Like, do we do this? That was a last minute. Do we do this thing? I think Will's crying because he also likes Adrian, right? The thing is, like, Adrian, Will, and Ava were actually a tight little trio there for a bit. Ooh, he's having a rough one. He can't even talk. He's
It's really tough.
Such a good kid, man.
Dang. Dang, they are emotional up in here. Oh, even Ava. Ava's breaking down now, too. Dang.
Y'all do. Fit for me to don't even
The dude don't even curse. Oh.
give me your
He is. He's having a rough go here.
You know, I talk to each and every one of you. You know I'm here. I'm good for your game. Please. Please, I beg you.
They can't even look at him. They can't even look at him. They can't. Dang. Right? It sucks, but that's Big Brother. It sucks, but like this is Big Brother. You gotta make these tough calls. You should do a Monday Morning Eagles podcast. I'd watch. Ooh, I've thought about it. Funny enough, how I originally kind of started just doing any like streaming stuff. I was actually doing Eagles like watch parties, almost like little like commentary things, and I ended up getting in trouble. I got in a little bit of trouble. The NFL doesn't play around. But I would get like a lot of people that were really interested. It was a lot of fun. Like people all around the world would come out too.
I vote to evict. Oh my gosh, I vote to.
He said Adrian. He said Adrian. Oh boy, he was struggling there. This guy couldn't make up his mind. He couldn't make up his mind. It's crazy. I missed something here. I know I did. Tommy coming in with the $2 super chat. Adrian can play the wall comp from home with them. Oh no. Tommy! Tommy! That was savage! Tommy!
Adrian.
They're all voting Adrian. Yeah, they're just all voting Adrian. What's it? 1 for Will? Keanu's coming on in. Even Keanu goes for Will. All right. So what's it? 3-1. Yeah. 1-3. 1 vote for Will, which was Keanu. 3 votes for Adrian, which was Vince Morgan. Who is the third vote? I missed who the third one was. I know we had Vince and Morgan. Mickey. All right. So that's Vince, Morgan, and Mickey for Will. Vince already kind of locks it up. Without Vince, it's not happening. It's not happening without Vince. I don't know why they did Vince as the first vote. To me, that was a little weird that they chose Vince to be the first vote. Because normally what they do, they want to set it up where the drama is towards the end. So Vince being the first one in there was a little weird to me. But yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Adrian. The nicest ones never win. And that's the thing, right? Like in Big Brother, just because you're nice, right? Like, and a lot of times that works against you because everybody sees like, yeah, Adrian is the nice kid everybody loves. If they're crying about voting him out right now, imagine what it's like on week 8 when he's been around for 8 weeks now, and now they got to vote him out. So if they're crying about him now, what do you think they're going to do later? Right? They're like, he's the nicest kid. We can't do this to him. So a lot of times stuff like that is where it's like, yeah, you almost gotta get him out early. Because if you let him stick around, right? Like Adrian's the type of kid. If Adrian made the final 2, depending who he was up against, it would be one of those things where everybody just goes, yeah, he's such a good kid. We like him, right? He might not be my best friend in the world, but I just like that kid. And it would be one of those things where he could really be a winner. Cedric, right? Another good example. Where it's just like, yeah, Cedric was just this, cool young dude who everybody loved. So if they didn't get him out quick and he slipped all the way to the end somehow, what are you going to do? Because he would probably win that vote. There's a good chance. And we have a similar situation right now with Zach, where Zach is just so loved, but Zach's also like even a better player, right? Like Zach is just like on another level than like an Adrian or Cedric. They didn't have that extra ability where they not only were loved, but also they were like really, really just had this X factor of trust. And actually, I think Adrian overall is a better player than Cedric. Like Cedric, Adrian had the best read of the game last night. Adrian had the best read anybody's had in the entire season. He had this epiphany where he's like, listen, Rachel's going to get dragged to the end because everybody thinks that she's never going to win in a final 2 because no one's going to vote for a 2-time winner. So if you're Rachel, that means you got to make a move. You got to make a big move. And what would be the big move? Everybody sees Vince, Zach, and Morgan as a trio. So what would Rachel probably do? She would take a shot at that group. Why would she go after Keanu when everyone's going after Keanu? And on top of it, Keanu is so delulu, he thinks that Rachel is in the Matrix with him. He thinks Rachel's Neo and he's Morbius, and he just opened her mind. He thinks he's got Rachel just wrapped around his finger. So if you're Rachel, why would you go after somebody who thinks that you're on their side? It doesn't make sense. And Adrian realized all of this way too late for himself. But it was the best read of the season. The best read of the season. He nailed it. We're back though.
Welcome back to Big Brother. The house guests are currently voting to evict either Will or Adrian.
It is a 3-1 vote. 3 votes for Adrian, 1 vote for Will. It's not looking good. Catherine's sitting in the box. She had said she's going Will no matter what. So we'll see what she does here. She did. She went Will. It is a 3-2 vote. Zach coming on in. Zach, I would assume, would vote with Vince. Zach also goes for Adrian. It is a 4-2 vote. Riley coming on in. I gotta say too, I'm not liking Riley's look at the moment. Listen, the stash ain't working for Riley. I'm telling you right now. Sloth. No, you know what Riley looks like? Hold on. Is it a sloth? I don't know if it's a sloth or not. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you, this is there's a weird resemblance here. There's a weird resemblance. Oh, Jimmy went Adrian as well. I'm gonna show you. This is what Riley's reminding me of at the moment. If you put a mustache on this. If you put a mustache on this, that's Riley. Ashley also goes Adrian. It's Sid from Ice Age. Put a mustache on Sid from Ice Age and you got Riley. Put a mustache on Sid from Ice Age and you got Riley. Ava real sad, but votes for Adrian to leave. Let me see. Rachel also goes Adrian. It's looking like it's pretty much a full-on blowout here at this point. I have a picture here. Kelly's got a whole list of people she's shouting now. It is pretty much official here. All the votes are in. Julie is going to fill them on in here.
Of 8-4, Adrian, you are evicted.
8-4, Adrian, you have been evicted. Sorry, pal. It's kind of a shame because honestly, like he is a really good kid. He's been practicing, right? He built the wall comp and everything in his house. But you know, it is a thing. And we can update our board here as Adrian gets grayed out on our memory wall. He will join Zay and Amy in the house guest pre-jury. Oh, I think I missed this. Camden coming on in with a $5 super chat. I missed that. Vince frustrate me so much. He has the charisma and could play like BB20 Tyler, but is choosing to play like T-Core. A little bit. I was late on ending the poll, but 76% were saying Adrian was going to leave over Will, and that is seemingly what it is. It's not the fun choice. The fun choice would have been to choose Adrian to stay. If Zach and Vince would have flipped that vote, that would have been fun. He got the bread. I'm thirsty as fudge, this kid says. Yeah, get that bread. He got the bread. He's coming on out with it. That's crazy. They showed that today, too. He's got the bread. He's got the bread as he walks on out to go meet Julie. Now Adrian can get his pillow bread. So we flipped the vote. So it wasn't really a flip on the vote, right? Basically what it came down to was Ava wasn't going to vote for Will to leave. And Jimmy wasn't going to vote for Will to leave. And then Zach and Vince, they never wanted to go against the house if they didn't have Ava or Jimmy. So they could have forced a tie, but it was more Zach and Vince just being like, yeah, it's probably just best to keep it Will at this point instead of exposing our games. I bet somebody does a GoFundMe for Adrian. When Ava wanted Adrian to win the Blockbuster. At least there's still a little drama possible with the vote. And that's the thing, too. Ava did want Adrian to stay, if possible, right? That's why she was so upset, is because there were a lot of people that liked them. Like I said, Will, Adrian, and Ava, they were a really tight duo, or trio, I should say. That first week of the game, they were really getting along. I was like, oh, I like this little odd couple here. This is like a fun little trio. But they really got separated with this week with how the nominations went. And two of them ended up on the block. So it's a thing. We had May coming on in, hitting that subscribe button. May, here's the thing. You might not know this, but we now have Secret Alliance. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, May. And listen, if you hear anything about other alliances, don't believe them. Just me and you, May. We're going to the final two. Thank you so much for hitting that sub button. The Sabin is a bit much. They were all really upset. They were really upset. Ori, what was the deal with the bread? So it was his emotional support bread kind of a thing. It was like his... It's like a pillow kind of a thing. It's not actually bread. Like it's not really a piece of bread. It's a pillow. Because they were tossing that around the other day when they were playing games and stuff like that. It looks like a real piece of bread, but it's not actually bread. You can't eat this bread. Whatever you do not try and eat this bread. There are warning labels on it for people who have tried to eat this bread. Do not eat this bread. Kelley is playing the game unlike some others. Start putting others on the block and no Kelley, Keanu, or Will. I'm with you, AJ, right? Like, I want to see some new faces on there. But here's the problem. What does the Blockbuster and the AI arena encourage? Just putting the same people up on the block. And again, like, I know people love the Blockbuster. I know people love the AI arena. They think it makes things more chaotic. I think it makes things a little bit more predictable. That's just how I see it. Was the bread named Ryan? I don't know. Actually, they all get money. Well, yeah, technically they all get money for each week they're air. But you know, if you want to win, you gotta be there in the end. Getting a little interview here with Adrian. I'll give you a little sync up.
Who was just evicted by a vote of 8-4. Last week you were on the block and you saved your game.
Oh, afraid to make big moves. I wonder why they're afraid to make big moves. Oh, maybe it's because there's a twist in the game that makes it so that if you make a big move, there's a good chance that big move isn't actually going to go home. I'm just saying.
Wait, Keanu. You seem
Adrian's like, Keanu's the biggest liar. And Julie's like, he voted for you. He's like, he did he? Oh, that's funny. Mm-hmm. Yes, but that's the problem. If you let her get to the end, people will vote for Rachel to win. He's like, his brother's dogging on him. Here's the thing, though, too, right? This might be a little hot take. I don't know. Super Christian coming on in with the $5 super chat, bro. I'm literally eating Adrian's bread IRL. Also, hey, man, guess who got a secret of light? Whoa! Relax. Relax, Super Christian. Don't go blowing up the game. What did he said something to her? I missed it. They were looking up the word. Right. Sunday's episode, we're getting like the little previews for the week. See, here's the thing. I'm kind of okay with them leaving too. Like, it's a shame, but it's like, I get it, right? It's fine. Because I think I got some opinions on Adrian. That might be a little hot take. All right, we're getting an eavesdrop on the house guests. Let's see. Adelita, I disagree highly. I think actually, their coverage. Listen, here's a hot take. I'll put it out there right now. I think Taryn and Rap and what they do, I think it's a lot of an echo chamber. They just say the same opinions over and over and over again, and nobody disagrees with each other, and it leads for boring content. Whereas here, a lot of people actually disagree with things that I say, and that's a good thing. I'm glad when people disagree because it's more fun. Let's see. HOH winner is put up Lindsay. Who's Lindsay? Lindsay? Ori is king. Listen, that's the other thing too. Never say I'm a king. Listen, here's the other thing. Big difference that there's a large following over there that think of everything that comes out of that podcast as the word of the Bible, and it's infallible. If anyone ever thinks I'm infallible, don't you dare ever try and think that what I say is law, because it is not. There's always a chance that I'm wrong. There's always a chance that someone's going to have a different opinion that you might agree with more. And I think that is better. Anyone who thinks that someone who never played the game and then wrote a book about the show thinks that they are the final word on Big Brother, you're like... Honestly, that's my biggest problem. How do you write about a book about Big Brother when you never played the game? If he had played the game once before, sure, fine, whatever. But just because we talk about Big Brother does not mean that we are, like, the end-all, be-all of this game and then we know everything that's going on. We were never in that house. So at the end of the day, we're just dudes talking on the internet, right? So if anybody tries to say that you're perfect and you're right, because I hear that all the time, right? And it's like, no. I'm just a goofy dude on the internet, and so is he. Pop off king. No, Tommy, no. Is this one of those moments where somebody like says like they don't want the power of the king and then they're like, that's the reason why you should be? I don't want that. That's not what it should be. I'm just saying. Listen, I went on a little Ori rant there. Ori's going to start the trauma on the YouTube BB spear. And that's the thing too. Listen, I don't hate them over there, right? I just don't like their coverage. I don't. Like, I think they need more of a perspective from other people. And it's kind of just been the same thing over and over again where people just kind of go in circles. Also, I will say there is one person I got a little beef with. There's one person I have a little beef with. And actually, there is another reason why I also think like the whole thing. So there is one person I have a little beef with. I'm not gonna drag it's silly. Like, we were involved in a thing, and then I tried to be nice to them, and then they kind of blew me off and big timed me, and then like wouldn't like acknowledge me. And I was like, that's kind of weird, man, because I know you know who I am. Like, I know you know who I am, and I'm trying to be nice to you, and then you're gonna be like, I was like, all right, cool. But the other thing is, here's the other thing, and this is 100% a fact. And anybody who's watched Rob Has a Podcast, you would know this. How long have they been putting the pictures up of the house guests? When did they start doing that? Does anybody know? Does anybody know when they started putting house guest pictures up on their thing? Huh? They had a visual of what's happening. Does anybody know? Oh, maybe it's when somebody else came along and started. Oh yeah, maybe Glenn knows. And let go ahead and use it. I don't care, right? Go ahead, like just because like I came up with this first, right? The biggest thing is anybody can use that. Like it's not like a crazy idea, right? This isn't like oh my god, he cracked a code, right? Anybody can use this. It's not like I have this copywritten or anything, right? The biggest thing is when it showed up after I started using it and became a little bit popular on their channel specifically, I was like, that's funny. That's funny because that lets me know they're aware. That lets me know that somebody there is aware, whether it's like the big times. Because here's the other part too. You guys want to know a secret? Do you guys want to know a secret? Taryn's not like the only one who's working on that. Like you realize they have a team of people giving him notes, right? Yeah, I'm a solo dude over here doing it all on my own. He's got a whole team working for him. So the thing is, it's also possible they have no clue who I am, but someone on their team saw my stuff and was like, I have an idea. I know what's going on. But at the end of the day, look, I think the one thing I have to give them credit for is that he's been doing this for so long, right? I give him all that credit in the world, right? Because I know how hard this is. And he's one of the only ones that does every single day like I do. And like we don't miss a day, right? So the thing is, here's my thing. I don't have like beef with them, right, or anything like that. This is all more in fun. This is like honestly, like that's the other thing you guys should know. This is all in fun, right? This is like you ever see who was it? I just watched recently because it was fun. Was Rich Eisen show. It's like the sports podcast. Him and Dan Patrick were going back and forth with each other. At the end of the day, they respect each other. I don't think they respect me at all, so it's fine, right? I respect them for what they've accomplished, but I think they also have some flaws they need to fix. And I got flaws I need to fix. Whatever. Tom, Jolene are awesome. Dina the Explorer. If you guys don't know Dina the Explorer, I think Dina's got a great channel. You should check out Dina. Kayla. Is it what's her name? It's I'm blanking on it now. Is it Kayla Fro? I might be messing that up. And I apologize if I am, but she's really good. Mad Rose is good. Is it Kayla Fro? Okay, I was getting it right. But there's a lot of great channels out there. And the thing is, too, I encourage everybody to check out all the channels, right? Because I'm sure all of us have different opinions. And I don't get a chance to check out a lot of other channels, so I don't know a lot of times, like, what other people are saying. But yeah, there's Cliff. BB Boy is also out there, too. But yeah, there's a lot of great channels out there. My biggest thing is don't ever take anybody's opinion as fact, right? Like listen to everybody's opinion, then form your own. And that's part of the best part, right? Is having all those different opinions come together and be a thing. It's always fun. And also too, if there are people like doing it out there, like especially like smaller YouTubers, right? Like point them my way, right? Like if there's some people out there like starting out and like need a little boost, like I'm kind of the type of person where it's like, listen, I didn't get a boost. I got lucky one day. I posted a video. It was right after the leftovers formed. I had just done a 12-hour stream. I was exhausted, but I was like, I gotta get the update out for everybody. So I put the update out. I thought it was manic. It felt like it had like, I have no other better term for this, but it felt like it had crackhead energy where I was like all over the place, right? And I put that video out and I crashed and it went to bed. I woke up, that thing had 10K views. And ever since, I've been doing amazing here. And I just got really lucky. I got really lucky. But I'm the type of person where, like, look, if there's some smaller guys out there, if there's some smaller YouTubers out there like doing this update game or just Big Brother game in general, send them my way. Like, I'd love to hear from them and check them out and at least see what they're doing. Like I said, like during the season, it's so hard for me to keep up with all the updaters. Like I can't watch everybody else's stuff. Plus, I don't want like their opinions to bleed into mine, if that makes sense either. But yeah, if there's people out there, I'd love to hear from them. Is this your full-time job? Reed, I wish. I will say this. It gets close. It gets close. Like I'm very borderline where I almost could. If I could get this, like, because the other thing is it's very seasonal right now. Like, we're only really doing like big numbers during Big Brother season, and like I kind of fall off, and that's on me for not doing more during the off season too. But like sometimes we get close. We get really close, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you guys give me. It is wild what you guys do sometimes, and it's I couldn't be here. I couldn't be here without all the help of you guys. Couldn't do it. Let's see. So Super Christian B-Roll came in with a bunch. We got a bunch of super chats I missed here, and I apologize. Bro, I'm literally eating Aiden's bread. Thank God I'm gonna hear that stupid word again. You can't just say, "You look exquisite, Adrian." Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Then we got a $2 super chat saying, "You missed my super chat. I promise I got to it eventually." And then another $5 super chat from Cupcake Monster. It continues to be a crime that you don't have at least 50K subs. Just saying. Here's the thing though, too. I really believe, also, thank you guys all so much for those super chats. I really appreciate it. Never required, but always appreciated. I truly believe, right? Like, one of the other great things is, like, yeah, we don't have 50K, but like we've got like at least like 10K strong every morning. The community here is just so awesome that like what we've been able to bring about, right? Like, I love the idea. It's like, hey, as long as you're not like a really toxic person, right? Like, and every so often we get a couple that are maybe like really toxic, and it's like, listen, bud, like, I'd love for you to hang around, but like, you can't be like that, like making personal attacks about people and all that kind of stuff, right? Like, don't go that far. But like, hey, if you got a differing opinion, I love that, right? And I also love, like, sometimes like I'll be involved in little conversations where like back and forth where it's like we really disagree on stuff, or you guys will be in little conversations back and forth where you disagree, but it's respectful. And I feel like the best way to like learn and grow is having those fun conversations and debates where it's like, hey, I might not change your mind about how I feel and how you feel, but you might understand my point of view a little bit better, and I might come away understanding your point a little bit better. And if that's just the only thing, that's amazing. And that makes for more fun. If everybody just agrees on everything, it's boring. It's so boring. Because you know what happens when everybody agrees on everything? Unanimous votes. What's more fun in Big Brother? Split houses and votes that aren't unanimous, right? Like, that's what we crave. So like things like that where it's like an echo chamber, I'm like, I don't know. And yes, exactly. No toxicity, and just the community we try and build here, I think has really become just kind of awesome. Really awesome. That, though, I think brings us to the end. Thank you guys all so much for joining me here. We will be back tomorrow morning. If you guys don't know, every single day throughout the week, we do a daily live feed update first thing every morning. But On Fridays, we do things a little bit differently here. We go live. So you get that short update in the beginning of the live. If you just want to check that out, great. And then you can dip on out. But if you stick around afterwards, we jump into the chat just like we are here. I'll probably go on more Ori rants. We'll have a fun time talking about who won HOH, what the plans are going to be, and it's always a lot of fun. So make sure you guys come on out tomorrow morning. We will be live here, giving you everything you need to know about what happened on the feeds. Thank you guys all so much. Do you have a draft link? It's not updated, but let me put that in the chat real quick before we dip on out. I need to update everything. But here should be that draft link, and you guys can check out your scores. I should have that updated for the morning. Thank you guys all so much for the love and support. I will again be back here tomorrow. It was a fun time. It was a good time. Thanks for the stream. Morning Fridays. Bye, y'all. I'm so disappointed they didn't go for it. Thanks. We'll check you later. Thank you guys all so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.
But you should be.